Hi, my name is Qi. I am a PhD student from University Laval and working with Professor Shi and Professor Minach. Today, I'm so happy to share my work, silicon nitride, a read waveguide grating with a waveguide super letters. Before my presentation, I'd like to thank the co-author, Professor Minach and Professor Shi. AWG are important components in DWDM, which are used to increase the transmission capacity in optical communication. Therefore, AWG were deleted using different material such as silicon on silicon, silicon on insulator, and silicon nitride waveguide. AWG built in silicon on silicon are used in commercial systems because of their high performance. However, the minimal band radius is large with this type of waveguide, and it results in the devices with huge footprint. In silicon on insulator devices, the high reflective index contrast allows the use of sharp band to reduce the footprint of AWG. However, those SOI AWG were sensitive to fabrication variation, which can result in phase error between the arrayed waveguide. Silicon nitride platforms are promising for realization of high-performance AWG. Silicon nitride waveguide has a lower reflective index contrast and better tolerance to fabrication error compared to SOI. As a result, the core torque can be lower in silicon nitride AWG than in SOI AWG. However, the footprint of conventional silicon nitride AWG is large. The footprint is 4.7 mm by 1.4 mm as shown in Figure A. This is because with conventional AWG design, the waveguide forming the array must be separated by a distance large enough to suppress parasitic coupling between adjacent waveguide and minimize core torque. In our previous work, a lot of 10 micrometer gap was necessary to reduce core torque to an acceptable level. What happened if we decrease the gap from 10 micrometer to 1.5 micrometer? The footprint will be 4.3 millimeter by 0.6 millimeter, which is 2 times smaller than my previous conventional design. In order to achieve the goal, we introduce a concept of waveguide superlattice based on the asymmetric diagonal coupler theory into the design of AWG. The waveguide superlattice comprise waveguide of alternating width in the waveguide array, which can reduce parasitic coupling. To understand how a waveguide superlattice spread core torque, we need to understand how the light propagates inside of superlattice. We use a pair of waveguide with different widths for the supercell. In a waveguide supercell, the phase mismatch from the effective index difference due to the difference in the width between waveguide can suppress coupling. This is referred to as intra-coupling. However, we must also consider the coupling between waveguide with identical width across supercells. This is referred to as intercoupling. The core torque can occur between the nearest and the second nearest waveguide in the waveguide array. In order to observe how alternating waveguide widths decrease parasitic coupling, we plot the field distribution in Figure A and Figure B. We can observe that a reduction in periodicity coupling between adjacent waveguides in a supercell is shown in Figure A. It is evident that the supercell can effectively suppress the same periodicity coupling between supercell and improve the Kotok performance of AWG. We also calculate the coupling ratio within and between waveguide supercell. The width of waveguide in superlattice are 800 and 900 nanometer. The gap between adjacent waveguide is 1.5 micrometer in the waveguide array. The coupling ratio is quite low, around 40 dB between adjacent waveguide intra-coupling. And the coupling ratio between identical waveguide across supercell intercoupling is similar to that of intracoupling. By comparison, without the alternation of waveguide width, the coupling ratio between two identical 800 waveguides with a gap of 1.5 micrometer exceed acceptable level as demonstrated in Figure B. In order to characterize the anti-coupling effect of waveguide superlattice, we also designed two MZI, one with traditional coupler made of identical 800 waveguide, and the other one using the same configuration as the waveguide superlattice, including waveguide with different width, 800 nanometer and 900 nanometer. Both MZI have a coupling gap of 1.5 micrometer. The transmission spectrum is shown in Figure A and Figure B. The interference pattern is clearly seen in conventional MZI, while little interference appeared in the MZI with supercell. This indicated that the waveguide supercell can effectively prevent periodicity coupling between adjacent waveguide. To demonstrate the performance improvement by superlattice structure, we fabricated two 1x8 AWG, a conventional design using a reed waveguide of identical width, and the other using a waveguide superlattice. For both AWG, an array of 40 waveguides with separation 1.5 micrometer between adjacent waveguide is used. In the superlattice, the width of the waveguide alternates between 800 nanometer and 900 nanometer. In the conventional AWG, all the waveguides had a width of 800 nanometer. Both AWG had a center wavelength of 1550 nanometer and a footprint of 4.3 mm by 0.6 mm. The transmission spectrum are shown in Figure A and Figure B. At the center wavelength 1550, the insertion loss is around 3 dB for the AWG with superlattice, and around 5 dB for the conventional AWG. The crosstalk across all channels for the AWG with superlattice is around 20 dB, and around 15 dB for the conventional AWG. In summary, we designed and fabricated a superlattice AWG and compared it to a traditional AWG. At the center wavelength, an insertion loss of 3 dB is measured for the superlattice AWG and 5 dB for the traditional AWG. The average crosstalk across each channel is around 20 dB for the superlattice AWG and 15 dB for the reference traditional AWG. Our results showing that the use of waveguide superlattice can improve the performance of silicon nitride AWG while decreasing the device's footprint and lower insertion loss. We thank the team at Opponix for the device's fabrication and many useful discussion. The research was funded by Metax, Opponix, TELUS, Promote Quebec, and the National Science and Engineering Research Council of Canada. Thank you for your attention.